Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, by Hashem, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in true sincerity. Alright, this is the brother Rawchaa coming back with another video in the spirit. And what I want to focus on in this video is, you got a lot of Israelites out there, that push, the law heavy, which, we push the law too here at Great Millstone, because, a lot of our people in the world, they believe, the ones that call themselves, believing in the Bible, they have this false, incorrect understanding of the law being done away with, or people think the law has fully been done away with, which, all of us in this truth, we know that that's not the case. The law is not done away with, but at the same time, we also know that the law is not going to save us, you know what I'm saying? Because, what the Heavenly Father, what the Lord is looking at, what YAHAWASHI is looking at, is the intent. He's looking at our intent, our effort, our gesture. He's basically looking for sincerity. Because just because somebody keeps the laws doesn't mean that person is right. You can keep the law in a technical sense. People can, you can have somebody do something righteous in a technical sense, but the intent behind it can be insincere. It can be disingenuous, And you got people out there that do certain things not necessarily because that's what they believe in or that's who they are. They do it to garner praises of men. They don't necessarily do it out of a sincere heart. And that's what the Lord is really looking at. He's looking at the sincerity of it, of what we do. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to focus on this lesson. I got some scriptures lined up, and I pray this, be edifying to you brothers out there. So without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it. This is bear me 1 second. This is Romans chapter 2, verse 17. It says, "Behold, thou art a Jew, called a Jew, and restest in the law, and makest thy boast of the Most High, and knowest his will, and approvest the things that are more excellent, being instructed out of the law." Okay, so a lot of, this is going on a lot among some of these, these Israelite camps out here where, they're they're resting in the law. Now, of course, like I said, we teach, our people to, to obey the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord. But, in the technical sense, we really can't keep the laws perfect here in America because, we're in number one, we're in captivity, and also we're under the curses. So we're not in positions. We're not in a position where we can, fully keep the law, statutes, commandments, because we're not a sovereign nation right now. We're totally under the captivity of Esau and these other nations. You see, so we really, are in a position to keep the laws all the way perfect. All right, but you got a lot of Israelites out there. All they, that's the main thing they focus on. Teaching our people the law, which is good. But the main thing on this side is for us to preach the kingdom of heaven. Preach, to warn our people of the evil, the times that's coming, which are evil. Preparing them, for that the day of the Lord. spiritually, getting them ready for the battle, because this is a spiritual war that we're in. Okay, it says, and knowest his will, and approvest the things that are more excellent, being instructed out of the law, and art confident that thou thyself art a guide of the blind. So when we go out there on the highways and byways, we're like a guide, to the blind. We are a light to them which are in darkness. We are a light to these to the majority of our people. But see, the thing is, though, what the Lord is, like I said, what the Lord is looking at, He's looking at our intent, our intentions, the intent of the heart. That's what He's looking for. That's what He's looking at. Slocky. That's what He's looking at. Like I said, you can do something in the scriptures that's in the scriptures that's considered righteous, but just because you do something that's righteous in the scriptures don't necessarily mean that's your intent. You can have, like the wicked scribes and Pharisees, which I'm gonna get into that. They're one of the main examples of individuals boasting in the law. They keep the law, but they're doing it for they doing it out of ulterior motives, man. They're doing it for the wrong reasons. All right, it says this is Romans 2:19, and art confident that thou thyself art a guide of the blind, a light of them which are in darkness, and an instructor of the foolish, a teacher of babes, which has the form of knowledge and of the truth in the law. Thou therefore which teachest another, teachest not thyself. Thou that preachest a man should not steal, doest thou steal? And pretty much what it's saying is, when we go out there and we preach the word, are we doing these things that we're telling these people they shouldn't be doing? Because a lot of Israelites out there, they push that law, think the law, but in actuality, we all breaking the law, all of us. There's a law, there are laws in these scriptures. I guarantee you can find the law in these scriptures that none of us are observing or can keep all the way, because we're in captivity. There's laws in these scriptures, in this Bible, that we're not in the position to keep. For example, the fabric of clothing we wear. You go and buy some clothes. All these clothes are made out of different materials, different fabrics. That's according to the law. We're only supposed to have one fabric in clothing. We're not supposed to mix fabrics. But can we help that? When we go to the store, we buy clothing, it's made out of different fabrics? No. Because we're in captivity. You see? So, like I said, we're not in a position to keep the law perfect. Now, we do establish the law, the things that are within our control, such as eating, unclean foods, abominations, not shaving our beards, not getting tattoos, not committing adultery, not committing idolatry, worshiping these false gods, these idols. Okay? Things of that nature, we can observe those things. But when it comes to that, like what I just mentioned with the fabric situation, what can we do about that? Absolutely nothing. But see, the Lord is not necessarily looking. The Lord ain't gonna destroy a brother because the brother got mixed fabric on. The Lord is looking at our or the sincerity, or he's looking at our intent. Okay, the effort we put into this thing. The Lord's most looking at, you know, our gesture. You know, because none of us is perfect. We all got flaws. But what the Lord is looking at is the sincerity of us following after Him. All right. This is back in Romans chapter 2, verse 22. It says, "Thou sayest a man should not commit adultery. Doest thou commit adultery? Thou that abhors idols, dost thou commit sacrilege?" You see, so we can't be hypocrites pretty much. So everything we're telling the people not to do, we're not supposed to do. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're perfect, that we don't go off in certain other areas, you know, because like I said, we all got flaws. What the Lord is really looking at is the intentions, the intent behind it. You know, matter of fact, man, every 1 second, I'm gonna just grab this account just to bring, just to make the point what I'm trying to make. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 1. It says, "Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of men." Now, there's nothing wrong with giving alms to the poor. Okay, that's a righteous thing. You know, especially of your people, our people. You know, talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, it's nothing wrong with giving alms to the poor of our people. But see, the thing is, though, you got people out there that do it for the wrong reasons. They do it. They don't do it because that's how it's a genuine gesture. They doing it because they want to receive praises of men. And it's gonna go into that. It says, I'm gonna start from the top again. This is Matthew 6 and 1. It says, "Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven." You see? So it says, don't do it. Don't be giving alms because you want to be seen. Because then it defeats the whole purpose of giving the alms. Because you're not really doing it because that's what you want to do. You're just doing it because you want to build a reputation for yourself. You want to build a name for yourself. You know, you're not really doing it because, you know, you're doing it out of compassion. You moved like our Lord YAHAWASHI when he fed that multitude with the fish and the loaf. He did that out of compassion. He was moved to do that out of compassion. You see, but this is talking about an individual. They just doing it for the praise of men. Okay. These particular individuals. Or second verse, it says, "Therefore, when thou doest thine own alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward." Right, that's their reward. The glory of men, the accolades of men, just like the hip hop world. You know, they want, you know, these rappers. You know, of course they do it for the money, but they also want the you know, they want the praises of men. They want everybody. They want everybody to have their name on their lips. You know, that's what it's getting down to. It's all about the praises of men. All right, third verse, it says, "But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth." So when you do it, you supposed to do it in secret. You know, because the Lord is seeing everything at the end of the day. You know, the Lord is watching. So you're not supposed to be out here, you know, we're not supposed to be out here blowing to trumpet, you know, in terms of us telling people what we do. You know, we feed the poor, we feed the homeless and all that. You know, gloating. Because that's what Jake do. Jake could start boasting, or I keep this law, I keep that law. You know, so they can be looked at as something, you know, be put on the pedestal, you know. It says, but when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. So the Lord's going to have it to where all the things that we do, you know, that's not on the forefront, it's going to come out. You know, he'll have people come and give testimonies, you know, of those things that you've done for them. You know, just like now when we go out there on the highways and byways, this is like a form of giving alms, because we're out here preaching, we're out here feeding the sheep. Okay, preaching this gospel unto our people. And, you know, a lot of our people are waking up to this truth through YAHAWASHI, of course. You know, putting the spirit on men to go out there and preach this word. And blessing men with a true understanding of what this Bible is saying. You see? But the point of what the point is, you know, it's all about the intent behind everything. Everything has to have intent behind it. There's intent behind everything, whether it's good or evil, whether it's sincere or insincere. Okay, everything has a motive behind it. So you just because somebody does something technically right according to the law doesn't mean that person is right within themselves. Because like I just read, you have people out there, Jake out there, Israelites, that'll feed the poor, feed the homeless, but they're not doing it because they have compassion for the people, or that's what they sincerely feel in their heart. They doing that to receive praises of men. Okay, now let me get back. Now I'm going to get another account, and that was YAHAWASHI speaking. And I got another one with YAHAWASHI. He's going to, this is another account with YAHAWASHI speaking on these wicked scribes and Pharisees. Or this is Matthew chapter 23, verse 1. It says, then spake YAHAWASHI to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you, observe. So what the Lord is saying, okay, everything they're telling you to keep it, right? It says, all therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. You see, so these scribes and Pharisees, YAHAWASHI is speaking on, our Lord YAHAWASHI is speaking about. He's speaking about wicked scribes and Pharisees that are hypocrites. They tell men to do certain things, to keep this, keep that, and they themselves ain't holding themselves to that same standard. All right, it says, for they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. Okay, but all their works they do for to be seen of men. That's the point. Everything that they do, all their works that they do it to be seen of men. Okay, so they could be out there, you know, putting on that front like they about the law. You know, they about keeping the ways of the Lord. But really, it's just to be seen of men. All right, it says they make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats in the synagogue. Okay, and that's going on with certain Israelite camps out here. You know, we know who they are. You know, that's the same mentality that's going on to this very day. You see, and it all boils down to being seen of men. From giving alms to the poor to, you know, like it says, enlarging the border of their garments, broaden their phylacteries, everything. It all boils down to being seen of men. And the Lord don't give a damn about that. You can be call yourself, you know, I don't never go off. Lord looking at you like you full of shit, man. We all, like I said, none of us is perfect. You know, but see, the thing is, we're striving. Okay? When you look up that word strive, it means to contend. And contend is just another word for fight. And this truth is a fight. You know, and we mainly fighting against our wicked flesh, ourselves. But it's a fight on all levels. This thing is a fight. You see, but what the Lord is looking at is our intent. He's looking at the inner man. He's looking at the inward part, man. The Lord don't give a damn about that front. Because at the end of the day, you know, any of us is fronting. We only deceiving ourselves. You know, if you front, you just deceiving yourself. At the end of the day, you ain't fooling the Lord. All right, I'm going to get one more, then I'm going to close it out. This is Psalms chapter 51, verse 15. It says, O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. You see, the sacrifice, the animal sacrifice, that was part of the law. But the Lord, like it just said, King David is saying here, which is a prayer. He said the Lord desires not sacrifice, man. That's a technical thing that's in the law, right? Which was done away with when YAHAWASHI, when he became that ultimate sacrifice for Israel. All right, it says, "For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, O power, thou wilt not despise." You see? So that the Lord is looking, it says, a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. You see? That godly sorrow. You know, you got to be genuine. Ain't about just, we keep the laws. You know, we like it said with them wicked scribes and Pharisees. They got the garments. They got the big border blue. They got the big fringes. You know, they look the part. You know, but when it comes to the having a broken spirit and a contrite heart, they don't have it. They puffed up. Like it says, they sit in Moses' seat. They love those. They love the upper rooms. They love them having them feasts. They love the praises of men. Okay, it's not necessarily about them really seeking the please the Lord, seeking the Lord with a broken and contrite heart. They basically want that same praise that the Lord gets. You know, the Lord's supposed to get, you know. And you got Israelites today You know, they put themselves, they exalt themselves. And the scriptures say they exalt themselves gonna be a base, man. You know, you got men out there just get proud and they start exalting themselves. You know, tell you, you know, they keep this, they keep that, they did this, they did that. You know, as if that's gonna save them. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So like I said, just real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna close out on that. So yeah, man, that's all I had. So like I said, man, the Lord is looking. What the Lord is looking for is the intent, our intentions. He's looking at our you know, whether we're sincere or not. Because just because somebody, because you got Israelites out there, just because they say Shalom, YAHAWASHI, Barakatham, that don't mean they are brother. Scriptures say not every brother is a brother. You know, that's where discernment comes in. But the point is all the Lord's looking for sincere. He's looking for sincere men. He's looking for sincere souls. All right, the Lord don't give a damn about, you know, somebody looking the part. It's all about you know, applying what these scriptures are saying to the best of our ability, having faith, and truly believing on YAHAWASHI. That's all that matters at the end of the day. All right. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna close this out. So with that, I'm gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem Rawchaa Qadash, the honors to the apostles and those great millstone. And his salutations to hopeful light, pushing his word, true sincerity. And I'm gonna say shalom, shalom.